When you try to start your car and it's struggling to turn over, or you hear an annoying clicking noise instead of the engine coming to life, it's usually a sign of trouble with either the battery or the alternator. So if you want to pinpoint and fix the problem, you have to figure out which one is acting up first. In this video, I'll walk you through a simple method to determine whether your alternator or battery is causing the issue. Learning the right reason is important, because swapping out the wrong part could lead to more problems. Replacing your battery mistakenly when it's actually the alternator acting up, you'll likely end up draining that new battery and possibly damaging it, leaving you still stuck with a non-starting car. Start by checking your battery. If you notice that your dashboard lights or interior lights are dim when you're trying to start your engine, that's usually a sign of a battery on its last legs. Another red flag to watch out for is a clicking noise when you turn the key, which typically means there's not enough power getting to the starter motor, often because the battery is drained. To double-check your battery's health, you can jump-start your car with a set of jumper cables. Once the engine is up and running, give the positive battery cable a little wiggle. If the car starts fine after the jump, but then dies out shortly after, it's a strong indication that your battery needs a replacement. It's a test that works on most cars. Alternatively, if you have a voltmeter handy, you can also check the voltage of the battery for a more precise diagnosis. Keep in mind that replacing your battery might reset certain settings in your car's computer, especially those related to power management and engine performance. However, most modern vehicles come equipped with backup power systems or auxiliary batteries to preserve important information stored in the vehicle's memory. Yes, you might not lose all your settings, but it's wise to take note of two key ones that may change: your radio stations and your seat position. Your preset radio stations may disappear after disconnecting the battery. Although many modern vehicles are designed to retain this information during battery replacement, it's good to remember your favorite stations or keep the codes for reprogramming them if necessary. Your seat position could also be affected. Some cars already have memory settings for seat positions, mirrors, and other personalized features. So when you replace your battery, it might reset some settings and you have to readjust them to your liking. It's also worth noting that not all vehicles offer this feature, and even among those that do, the impact of battery replacement on seat memory can differ. Now, on the other hand, if your battery appears to have enough charged, but your car still refuses to start, the reason could be the alternator. A quick way to check is by jump-starting your car to get it running and removing the positive battery cable. As you increase the engine speed, the voltage should rise also. However, if the voltage remains stagnant and the car stalls, it's a clear indication of a faulty alternator that requires replacement already. Remember that the alternator is important in charging the battery while the engine is running. If the alternator goes bad, the battery may not receive the necessary charge to start the car or power the electrical systems. Signs of a failing alternator include dimming headlights while driving, a lit-up battery warning light on the dashboard, and of course, difficulty starting the car, especially after it has been running for a while. In such situations, it's wise to have a professional mechanic test the alternator to verify the problem and replace it if needed. Now, how much does it typically cost to replace a bad battery and a bad alternator? If it's your car battery that goes bad, replacing it usually costs between $50 to $200, depending on varying factors such as the battery type, vehicle year, make, and model, and included services or warranties. Standard lead-acid batteries tend to be the cheapest, while specialized options like AGM or lithium-ion can be pricier. Meanwhile, if it's your alternator that goes bad, the cost of replacing it varies based on factors like the vehicle's year, make and model, repair location, and whether you choose a new or remanufactured alternator. On average, you can expect to pay between $300 and $800 for parts and labor. Basic alternators for standard vehicles usually fall on the lower end of this range, but for luxury or high-performance cars, it may be on the pricier side. There you have it. Now you can determine whether it's your battery or your alternator, that's causing your car to refuse to start. If you find videos like this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe so we can assist you. Fix it.